Today's lesson is for women golfers. Obviously, it's going to be in two parts. Part one, the setup for the golf swing, and part two, the golf swing itself. Now, of course, we're going to stereotype women a little bit here. This isn't for every woman, but this is what we see, the issues that we see with a lot of women golfers and how you can improve. G'day golfers, I'm Glen Haynes. Welcome to Aussie Golf Pros, where we help you be the best golfer you can be. Let's begin with the iron. Guys, you can watch this too, there's plenty to learn here. Girls, if I get too sexist, then please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. So I've got a 7-iron here. The first mistake that we see so many women golfers make is that their arms are around to the side and the left arm gets forgotten. So this left elbow is tucked in behind the bosom and we get this really weak grip. The wrist is to the side and so the right arm ends up doing everything. You're naturally right-handed, I get that, but we need the lead arm to play its role in the golf swing. So that means getting this lead arm, if you can, get it on top of the bosom and look at the grip difference now. Now we can see those couple of knuckles that we want to see. The wrist is in a much stronger position and the lead arm can have its role in the golf swing. The trail arm, the right arm, that can tuck around and underneath, that's fine. But now both arms can work together in the golf swing so that we can generate more power and more control. This gravity's a bitch, isn't it? I need a bra. Someone got a bra? Let's get up there. Okay, lead arm on top of the bosom, right arm, trail arm tucked in here so that we've got much more control and much more power over the golf shot. The next thing that we see so many women golfers do is that they set up to the golf ball with straight legs. That's not, where's that bra? That's not good enough, okay? We don't want to be straight-legged here, especially if you have a big bosom. You're going to lack balance and control. Very easy to fall forward as we're hitting the shot. We want to be more grounded. Let's feel the ground through our feet. So that means a little wider maybe, depends on how wide your stance is. Don't want to be super wide, but just wider than your shoulders. Push against the ground. As you're setting up over the golf ball, let's push against the ground. Let's feel the energy because your legs are the strongest part of your body. This has been proven through testing is that typically women don't use their legs enough. The guys get away with it because they have a lot of upper body strength. But typically women need to use their legs a lot more for power and that means a lot more knee flex. You know, not right down here, but knee flex, pushing against the ground in the setup position. Knees in, pushing against the insteps of the feet. And then we can push forward, a bit skinny that one, but still plenty of power because we're pushing against the ground. I've just been informed that the correct pronunciation is Bosom and not Bozom. But you already knew that, didn't you? So I'm sorry. So yeah, I knew I'd offend someone today. The next typical issue for women golfers is alignment. You know what I'm talking about. You've always been told, oh, you're aiming the wrong way. Typically, and I'm talking around 80% of women tend to aim to the right. Now this is what happens. This is right-handed golfers. So get that arm on top, that's it. So we aim to the right and look how low that goes and it hooks off to the left-hand side. If you're aiming to the right, you're closed off and you're smothering the ball. It's so difficult to get the ball up in the air. You've got to feel like you're parallel left. So your feet, knees, hips, shoulders should all be just a little left of target. I feel like I'm a little left of target as well. There's nothing wrong with you. Standing side onto something is challenging to try to get in the right spot and try to be aligned. Use an alignment stick. If you go to a tour event, whether it's men or women, you're going to see these everywhere. These golfers, they're playing for money. They're always working on their alignment because it's important. And we need help. It's not a case of, oh, we can just stand up there and be in the right spot all the time. You need some guidance and that's what the sticks are there for. So for most golfers, if you keep doing this and you've been told, and you can obviously check it with a club, you keep aiming to the right, you've got to feel like you're left. And that might be 10 yards to the left or even 15 yards to the left. That's fine. You'll get used to it. Get a stick on the ground, left arm on top. And now we'll be able to get the ball in the air more easily because we're free to swing through and open up the body. And the club face is going to be in a better position. Much easier to get the ball up in the air if you're aligned parallel left. So your feet should be just a couple of paces left of the target. Freeze yourself up. Let's get the ball in the air. So the ball position for the iron was not quite middle, but just ahead of middle. I like to say opposite your heart. And that's the same for your hybrid or your 7-wood. Don't even try to hit your 3-wood off the ground. It should be at least a 5-wood or even 7-wood. You need that loft. Or 9-wood. 9-woods are great for ladies. Helps you get the ball up in the air, depending on your club head speed, of course. Now, the driver, what we see with a lot of golfers, not just women, but a lot of golfers, they set up with the driver and the shoulders are too level. We want to hit that ball up the backside. It's up on a tee, so that means that we want to be behind the ball, tilt back here a little bit, so that we can hit the ball with an ascending blow, hit the ball up the backside so that we can get that higher launch and get it to go further. Oh, I don't know how you cope with these things, I really don't. All right, so there we go. We've got left arm on top. We can see those couple of knuckles. We've got a bit of flex in these. We can feel the ground, we're pushing against the ground. And we're tilted behind the golf ball. You can feel the ground. Up in the air. Because we've hit it on the up. Helps you hit your driver further. A good golf swing begins with sound fundamentals in the setup. So we certainly do hope that these insights are going to help you to set up to the golf ball better and hit better golf shots. If I have offended anybody, then I deeply apologise from the bottom of my bosom. Look out for part 2. That'll be up there next week. And we're going to put a free training guide together for you. That'll be ready next week as well. And we'll put the link there and in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to your company next week for part 2. Are you the best golfer you can be?